welcome to this episode of Kirby'sCovers.com. My name's Kirby Swinimer, and today we're looking at a gospel tune here called Just As I Am. Let's take a look at this one. Alright, Alan Jackson's version of this is best played in a G chord structure. I'm going to put a capo up here on the 4th to get up here to where this is. It's not standard pitch, so you got to capo it somewhere. You're going to be playing on a flat or a sharp, so you must have played in a major. So the chords on this will be a G, a D or a D7, and a C, and then there'll be a G7 in there, and to get back to the C, right? Now he does a half step on this one. I'm not going to do that. You can do it if you want. What they do here is they move up, so he ends up up here, and then you get to the one step, right? So up here where this D chord is, and before the last verse they go up one more fret, they go to a D sharp, and then they come back to a G sharp, okay? And then it's the same three chords, right? You can play it this way if you want, just okay. Everything's played one fret higher, or if you got a capo you can quickly move, you can get up one fret quickly. It depends on what setting you're in. If you're in a band, you might get away with doing that quickly, but if you're by yourself, you probably won't be able to do it. So we'll keep it simple, just stay in one key here. Alright, so this is kind of a bit of an arpeggio play, if you will, with a little bit of a rhythm here, if you will. So we'd start off Alright, so what I'm doing here, I'm just playing a melody. Little slide there, open G. On the D there, walk down on that A note there on the C, B. And then that little sus D there underneath, and then back to the G. So all together again it would be open D, just as I am, without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come to thee, O Lamb of God, I come, So I'm just playing it. Now you could do this. So root, up, down, up, down, up, root, up, down. You can do that as well, but because of the piano being there, it sounds a little more accurate if you just one, two, three, up, down, up, 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 one, two, three, up, down, up. Right, and that'll be a little more accurate. So this intro pattern that we use now, we'll end up playing this again, because what's happening here is this is kind of like the tail end. play the main picking. I guess it's not exactly the same as the other part that's coming up now will be, but I'm gonna play it in a different position. So let me go back over what I just did there. I'm just playing the melody. If you hum along, you'll hear it, right? Right, so when you play the rhythm, I'm just hammering on the A and then an open D underneath. Walk down on that A string, open A, as you go to your D, walk back up again, hammer on. D string, hammer on the D, open D, hammer on the A, as you go back to your G there, and then play. So little BG slogger, we use that a lot. And now the bottom string when you play the C. Walk up on the second, third here. Walk back down, and then you want to play a G chord this way with the two bottom strings because you want this B string here. And a quick open bottom string back to the B. Playing a little pull off on that G there. So all together you'd have play all downstrokes until you get this figured out, right? And then you can do a little. Now here, you're going to be coming to the open B string. So if you want to make sure you get that, what I would do is I would use these fingers here and muffle out this bottom string. And then pull off. So you can strum over all six, but you won't hear the bottom one because you're going to muffle it out back here. And then the rest of it is just a play out the rest of the way through. Right, so we got a little picking in the beginning and a little bit of an arpeggio, 1, 2, 3, with a little up and down there. And then the rest of it is just this melody line. Again, when you're playing something like this, you want to, just and then come back to it. before what Alan Jackson's doing on this song, he's doing a break after the second verse, and then they do that, then he sings a verse, then they do the move, the half step. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do 3 verses, I think. I'm going to put the break in after the third verse. You can do it any way you want. You can put it after the second verse if you want, and sing the last 2 verses. But I'll just put it after the third verse and do a break, and then we'll have 1 verse left. And I'm going to stay in this key here, as I said. Okay, let's play through it. There's one thing I want to point out when you're doing this little intro picking sequence, when you're going to the C. When you do this little, when you play the open G, you can go down to this B string here, right, and then come back, because you can play three bottom strings with that B string played on the first fret there. It sounds a little fuller than if you don't. So it's probably what I'll do here. Let's try it. Just as I am without one plea, but that thy blood was shed for me, and that thou bidst me come to thee, O Lamb of God, I come, just as I am, though tossed about with many a conflict, many a doubt, fightings and fears within, without, O Lamb of God, I come, just as I am, poor, wretched, blind, sight, riches, healings of the mind, yea, all I need in thee to find, O Lamb of God, I come. Just as I am, thou wilt receive, wilt welcome, pardon, cleanse, relieve, because thy promise I believe, O Lamb of God, I come, because thy promise I believe, O Lamb of God, I come, I come. Alright, now Alan Jackson's version is what I played there, but he actually goes up a fret at the last verse, moves up a half step, which I didn't do. For obvious reasons. You can do it, but it's just, we're high enough up here as it is, so I didn't bother to put that in, but it does move up 1 fret. Old tune there. Thanks for joining me, folks. We'll see you next time.